It's crazy how fast things change. One day you're out and about with your friends, doing who knows what, and the next, you're this. On your phone, at home, with barely any human interaction. I'm only 21, still have 2 years of college left, and so many trips that I wanted to take. This was a summer that I decided to slowly achieve them. I had only 2 weeks left of school and had already made plans with friends and family to come along with me on all these adventures. But then the coronavirus hit. It was a complete 180, and suddenly we were all stuck at home. So it's been a little over 4 months now since this whole coronavirus thing was declared a global pandemic, which means it's been 4 months since Cebu City, here in the Philippines, where I'm currently at, has been put on lockdown. And also, and just basically 4 months since everything was normal. To be completely honest, I really didn't think it was gonna last this long. I know that the rest of the world is affected, and from talking to my friends and family about how their quarantine is going, I've come to realize that we've all been going through the same stages of quarantine, and I've compiled them. So first, stage 1. At this stage, the virus was just starting to go around the news. People heard about it but weren't really convinced that it was something serious. Most people, including myself, thought of it as just something like the flu, you know? In my case, I guess it was kind of a breather because I didn't have to take my final exam, plus I finally had a break from all the schoolwork. During this time, my family, we just stayed at home, we played a lot of games, and really bonded in the house. We had charades, trivia nights, I dyed my hair, obviously, you can see. It was a fail, but it was still fun, and just some random activities. So after about a week or two, suddenly comes in this second stage when you realize, oh shit, this is bad. Cases of people dying from the virus spread. Everyone was then basically locked up inside their homes. Now, because of the situation that we're in, we realize that we have all this free time. Thus, you enter stage 3. During this stage, you start to realize that you can finally do all the things you couldn't when you were busy. In my case, I actually started working out every day for the whole month, something I haven't done in years, and I had time to prepare my meals ahead of time. I had so much free time that I actually started a small business. I know, it's funny. I actually started a small business with my boyfriend selling rice bowls and brookie bars that actually did pretty well. The feeling of being productive during your free time feels great. It feels amazing, actually. But eventually, after doing it for some time, you start to realize that you actually want to slow down. Which brings us to the 4th stage. The stage where you just want to relax because you know you won't have all this free time in the future. So in this stage, everybody starts to realize that we didn't need to do a million things, and being lazy is completely fine and acceptable given that we're in a pandemic. When I went through this stage, we actually decided to put our business on a pause and focus on ourselves. So I painted a few days a week, I did yoga, meditated, and did a bunch of stuff. Giving yourself time to relax and unwind is great and completely healthy, but as we all know, too much of something is always a bad thing. Comes stage 5, the lazy, doing absolutely nothing, no drive whatsoever stage. No routine, no drive. In my case, since I just slept when I wanted to, ate what I wanted to, and all that, my sleeping schedule got ruined, and I would end up waking up when the sun sets and going to sleep when the sun rises, basically. This would go on for days. By the end of that week, I just felt so down, so bad. I didn't like how my lifestyle was becoming. I felt very unproductive. I didn't have anything else to do. So the days just went by like whatever. This stage was the worst. After a long stage 5, you realize and you feel horrible about yourself and that you shouldn't be spending your days like this. And I didn't want to stay like that. So of course, I made a change. I fixed my sleeping schedule. I woke up when the sun would and went to bed when the sun would too. Waking up during daytime really made a big difference on my mood and how I went about my day. I also started doing my daily stretches again, but also gave myself relaxation periods when I needed to. I was being productive, but also not overdoing it. So basically, I found my balance. I know that this whole thing isn't going away soon, and I think it's so important that we have a support system, we stay motivated, and I know it's not easy, but I guess we just have to make the most of every situation.